It's Dr. Professor Human Torch here. Okay, so what is this video about? The rat race. Where are we running to? Where are we running to? Where? Think about it. All the different ethnicities are called what? A race. The races are all competing. A race is a competition. Who can get from point A to B the fastest? Okay? Who can get the best grades in high school to get into the best college, to get the best job, to get the biggest house, to get the best reproductive partner, to repeat the same cycle, to get the best, retirement, to get the biggest casket. I mean, where is point B? That's my question here. It's a race to get from point A, birth, to point B, I guess would be death, or is point B somewhere in the middle for whatever the individual happens to desire? Or is point B the afterlife? What are all these religions for? Like, where are we actually running to? Why are we actually hustling for a bag every day just so that we can pay rent, give all the money back, and do the same godforsaken thing tomorrow? I mean, the best you can hope to do is profit considerably more than you're spending every month so that you can eventually buy your exit from the system or never have to work again. Early retirement, I guess. But then what? Then what? Are you going to compete on the internet for views? Are you going to build race cars? What is your hobby going to be at that point? Where is point B? Where are we going? Where are we going? That's my question for humanity. Where do y'all think you're going? Put it in the comments. Where is point B? I want to know. Where is point B? Yeah, Dad, you got your PhD, had a long, successful career in the Silicon Valley. Not without its obstacles, but made a lot of money. You got your mortgage. I mean, you reproduced. Are you complete now? Why do you still go to church every Sunday if you're complete? Shouldn't you be able to go to church enough times and then be like, well, that's it. I earned enough brownie points with God. I'm good. God told me I don't have to drop any more donations in the basket on Sundays. I'm good, man. Right? I made enough cosmic money, okay, to the point where I could buy my way out of slavery. I'm a free man now, don't you know? Right, except for the part where, you're still bound to an ego. You're still bound to a body that has its needs. You're still going to have to eat every day, which means you're going to have to cook or farm or hunt every day. You have to do maintenance on your house. Everything's in a state of constant fluctuation and entropy, so there's no break. There's no point. There's no break. We're just on a giant cosmic hamster wheel. And unless you're an atheist, most of us believe there's some kind of afterlife. Now, there's plenty of evidence to suggest that reincarnation is a fact. Okay? So then what? We just come back here? And then do the same thing over again? Where is the exit point to the circle? When can we actually rest in peace? If you can't even rest in peace at death, unless it's just a timeout. It's all right. Well, I got to do the T thing. Hold on. Timeout. Forgive my whistle there. There we go. Okay, timeout. All right, he's your my player got the freaking Gatorade bar under it. It's limping around with an injury out there on the court. You gotta call time. Reboot the my player. Take a break from the cosmic PS5. Yeah. So where is point B? Where, even if you get everything you want out of life, you're gonna come to the conclusion you're not ultimately fulfilled. Even if you beat every goal you had, every challenge you had, you're gonna something's new is gonna come up. You're gonna be like, well, I'm bored now. I'm back to unfulfilled. So we're in a reality where we constantly have to work to feel full, whether it's our bellies or our spirit or our mind. So why are we in this constant voided out, unfulfilled, empty state? Why is nothing just okay as it is? Why does everything require constant maintenance and toil and suffering just to continue our existence? It doesn't make sense. The existence doesn't make sense. I'm calling bullshit on the whole existence. And I realize I might be coming off like some kind of a mad spiritual scientist right now, but that's actually how I see it. Like, this is bullshit. This is a cosmic joke. All right, watch my video about The Good Place, a couple videos back or so, okay? This is bullshit. So, if you're smart, you're going to come to the conclusion, point B is getting to the point of wholeness. You don't have to go run around the edge of the circle anymore. You've spiraled into the middle of the circle, closing the loop. Right. That's point B if you're intelligent. So, how do we get there is the next question. Oh, I'm glad you asked. So, you have to go back to the light. You have to go back to the true light. You have to exit the reincarnation cycle. How do you do that? CreationLightship.com. Spirit barcode clearing. Okay. Now, how do you do that while you're on Earth? Because you have to actually die, or ascension has to happen for you to get to that point. And ascension is not like anything the internet so far up to date has told you it is, because it isn't. They don't know what they're talking about. No one knows what they're talking about. There's nuggets of truth in everything, but as far as having an overall big picture, I think maybe a handful of people I've seen on the internet actually understand what's going on a big scale. Like, oh wow, that's arrogant of you. Would you say you're in one of those rare few? I think there's a lot more than just a handful of people that get it. I just think among the people that have any real mass on the internet, there's only a handful that actually get it. So, I think the best you can do in this reality is just to manifest some form of sovereignty where you at least enjoy the process of doing the daily maintenance for your body and having connections that are actually cherishable among like-minded people. But you see, the thing is, the population is mean clustered, meaning is mentally and physically mean clustered, meaning there's a lot more people in the middle of the bell-shaped curve than there are on the outsides as far as like ability to think freely and do something different, right? So if your mind is out there, if you're mentally a black sheep to the general population, it's not going to be very many people that you can actually build a meaningful life with. They're going to be very, very few and far between. And like, that's the sad part. And I think that the Matrix is intentionally structured to keep people like that away from each other. I think there's probably some system in place like the Adjustment Bureau or something to allow key souls like that not to meet, because it knows it would cause too much damage to the system. The AI knows that. So after you do find the right people, though, then even they are not going to completely agree with you on things. I think the best you can reasonably hope to do in this reality is find a like-minded tribe, manifest some kind of sovereignty, and at least find a way of living that is sustainable and at least kind of enjoyable. And try to live in your heart in a peaceful state that is away from the Babylon insanity. Like, the less people with Babylon monkey brain you have to deal with, the better. They're basically walking chaos entities, virus vectors in all dimensional levels. That's what people are. Like, they just have of all kind of spiritual, esoteric, physical, mental, emotional parasites. It's just crazy. Like, it's disgusting. I don't like even going in crowds. Like, I almost look at people like Agent Smith. Like, what's that smell? It's disgusting. Most of them are clones anyway, but, you know, it's another video. So, anyway. No, I'm not rambling. I'm not. This is a very coherent point. So, we're going to go full circle. We're closing the loop. Okay? Instead of going like that, we're going like that. Okay? We're closing the goddamn loop. We're closing the generational trauma cycles. Okay? That's what we're doing. Okay? And we're going home to the actual light, and we're not coming back here ever again. And I guess we can enjoy the monkey circus while we're here, because we're probably never going to see it again. Those of us who are going to do the real ascension and not the fake one that the whole internet is lost in. Well, I mean, they have their own different versions of ascension, which in their own timelines for it. And I don't know, it just seems like a big confused clusterfuck of varying ideas. I don't think, yeah, the New Age community is just lost as hell. You're probably better off not even watching their videos, honestly. You want to get some real information, you can go to the Ron Amatron YouTube channel, where you can learn from an actual light being and not these lost-ass humans. I used to fuck with Dolo the Pilot Man, Archangel Uriel and all that, but maybe he's the real Uriel, maybe he's the dark side, replicated Uriel spirit. I don't know which one he is. Either way, he knows more than any human could know. But the problem with him is he got lost in the whole race war thing. So at this point, he's kind of going against his own mission of unifying humanity. At this point, he's a walking contradiction. I'm an angel, but I'm also going to fuck all of your women and not apologize for it and gangbang you and sell drugs. But I'm an angel, though. That I am. Okay, whatever, man. Just give us the good information and leave the rest of the shit out. Lucifer ass motherfucker. It's like the show Lucifer. Have discernment, man. Woman, have discernment, please. This shit is unbelievable if you actually see it for what it is. All right. Okay, like, subscribe, comment, share this video if it helped you. I appreciate it. Love and light. Peace.